Hey there, everyone. I'm Christine Graves, and we're here to talk about how you land a position without doing a job search. And this is going to be a super quick training short. It's about 21 minutes long. And why do I do this? Because we're all so busy. We're all on the go, right? We have so much going on. Plus, attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. But I find for me, training works well when I have it in short bites, short increments. Okay. So that's why I love doing these short trainings. And it's really to help me, it makes me be super focused in helping you. And then you in turn being really focused on getting results. Okay. So today, again, this is what our topic is. I'm just talking about my 3 steps in my process. Okay. It's my purposeful work process. And you can use this as well. It can get you to where you want to go. Just a little bit of information about me as I try to do my screen share here, just so you know who I am. I come from the world of human resources. So I have over 25 years of experience, and I've hired thousands of people. And I've also had to fire people too. But I'm proud of all the people that I was able to hire, working on a variety of positions over the years, and always having recruiting as part of my responsibilities. And then taking it as a coach to help individuals, to help you find that next role. So that's, I've been very excited to be able to help over 100 people on a one-on-one basis. I don't have a large group program, but I will be growing and expanding gradually. But I don't have this huge program. I'm very focused on meeting you where you're at and tailoring, yes, I can talk this morning, my solutions to what it is that you need. So anyway, let's just go ahead and jump right in. Oh, and I did want to say too, you are in the right place today if you are very frustrated with your job search. And really, I don't think you should be calling it a job search, so for it to be effective. So if you're spending all this time and energy and you're not getting to where you want to go, then you are definitely in the right place. And also too, if you're currently working right now and you are trying to find that next role, doing a search while you are in a role, that's great. You are definitely in the right place. That's what I recommend. Be strategic. So even if you're in a role right now and you're very happy, do you know what your next role is? Are you prepared? You need to be prepared. And that's what I'm trying to get you to think of. Okay. So it's not a job search that will prepare you. It's what I'm talking about right now. So you are in the right place if those things apply to you. And let's say your job search is your full-time job right now. Again, you are in the right place as well, because we're going to really help you today be focused and get things going in the direction that you want them to. So anyway, all right, let's go. I just love this quote because this has to do with the very first part of my process, and it's to reflect. So you need to reflect on your brand and how you want to use your brand. That's the very first step. It is not jumping into your resume right away and updating it. It is not updating your LinkedIn profile. No. If you are not clear on your brand and how you want to use it, how are you going to be communicating it to anyone that you come across? And they're going to be confused. They're not going to understand the value that you provide. So this is the very first step. It's the foundation. You have to be clear on it. So those are the 2 questions that I just mentioned. You need to ask yourself, rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10. How clear are you on your brand? And then the second question is, how clear on how you want to use your brand? That is really important, okay? And you need to be yourself. That's why I love this quote so much. And I want you to remember this. And you need to differentiate yourself versus all the other people on LinkedIn, especially. There's over 1 billion people on LinkedIn. Do not blend in with the crowd, because you will get lost in the crowd. And this is a great way to help you to reflect. So I wanted to make sure I gave you this tool, Star Stories Accomplishments. And to help you with this, you can go to my website, which is Christine C. Kidder, KIDDER.com. And if you go to that, At the very bottom is the Star Stories worksheet that you can use. So, and this, many more companies are starting to interview using the STAR methodology as well. I'm hearing about it all the time, Amazon, and I've always liked this. So you want to make sure, use this as the valuable tool that it is to help you as you look for that next role. And again, you need to be clear on what is that next role for you. You need to feel good about it. You need to be, well paid for it. You really need to shine in this role. It needs to be a good fit for you. I don't want you to settle for less. So many people do not settle for less. Now, the next part of the strategy, moving right along, because again, we only have 20 minutes or 21, and we have to be focused. Why do you need a career plan? You need a career plan. You need a plan for any project that you're working on. And I like to think of this as your career plan. But if you don't have a plan for where you're going, then you're just not going to get there. You're just not going to get there. So too many of you are just going to job postings and trying to apply to 50 some job postings or 100 some job postings. And you're spending all this time and energy doing that. But then once you apply, then you're just kind of hoping and praying. It's like throwing spaghetti up against the wall, hoping it's going to stick. And that's not a great plan, is it? So you need to know what your plan is. Okay. You don't want to be just wandering around. Okay. And be really clear in setting your intention and your purpose on what is that next role that you want. Okay. That is important. And then from there, part of it, the next step is to be clear on, for those roles that you're targeting, who is the hiring manager? Who is the hiring manager? What would their title be? Okay. And then getting clear on, what are the companies that you would want to work at? So I should use an example. I wrote a newsletter post about this too. So some of you might be more, when you're learning, some of us are really we're good audible learners. Some of us are good visual learners. Some of us are really good at reading something. So I wanted to mention my newsletter that I did 2 days ago, my newsletter post on LinkedIn. I'm going to ask Jarrell, my assistant, to post it in the comments, because it might be more helpful, not only that you watch this training, but then afterwards you read the newsletter, because that breaks this down too. Okay. And for the plan, in this newsletter that I wrote on Wednesday, I talked about my client, Jane, who I worked with. So, and I said, we followed this very process. And so number one, worked with her to get clear on her brand, how she wanted to use it. And then number two, when we came to the plan, helped her to build a target company list in a very specific way. I have a very specific methodology. Many of you job seekers out there right now do have a company target list, but you're not using it the right way. And when you're using it in the right way, it's almost like a GPS that is driving you to your next role. So you need to make sure that you're building that target company list in the right way, and you use that list to get to the hiring managers at those companies for the role that you want. So that's the specific methodology. That's what our plan is. That is the core of our plan. But I hope you can see that the plan isn't going to work if you don't do the foundation that we just talked about. Again, you need to know your purpose, how you want to really do your work, like what is the type of work that you want to do. That's the how and the what. Okay, so now I'm bringing this quick slide, because fear can always come up. So, and I want us to just call it out and to be aware of it, because I think fear is a big thing in keeping people from reaching out directly to the hiring manager. It is more comfortable and it's safer to apply to jobs on the internet or on LinkedIn. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You're going up against too many people. So you need to get past that fear, and you need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. You need to be willing to reach out to that hiring manager, because they're trying to find you too. So I want you to be honest with yourself. Are you playing to win, or are you playing to not lose? Are you being more defensive? Okay. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that's why I want you to be reaching out to the hiring manager. And that leads us to the third part of my program or my strategy, and that's to connect. So again, we want you to connect with the hiring managers. That is crucial. So in working with Jane, she's got 3 really good opportunities right now in her funnel. And she found all of those through connections. They were not through ads. They were through connections, and they're real good, juicy opportunities. They're not just on a wing and a prayer. They are very good opportunities, because that's the other thing. You want to optimize your choice. You always have choice. But I think the problem with a job search is we're like, oh, we're looking for someone who's going to take us on. No, you need to flip that and remember that you have choice. So you need to go after what you want to choose from. You need to be very intentional and very purposeful with that. And then you also need to pay attention to your mindset too. We can't ignore this. We have to pay attention to this, because we'll have self-doubt. Those things are not going to go away. They're always going to be trying to take over the car and drive the car, but we have to stay in the driver's seat. They are still going to be in the car with us, but if you can relegate them to the back seat, that would be a good thing. But don't surrender the steering wheel to those. Hold on to your mindset. So you can be confident. You want to be confident, consistent, so you can take actions, get the results that you want, and have the growth that you're looking for in your career and in that next role. Again, spaghetti is not a strategy. So don't even, and what's spaghetti? Applying to 50 some job postings or 100 some job postings and hoping and praying that you're going to get a response. That just will not work. Not at all. So again, you want a clear strategy, a clear path that aligns with your goals. And that's why we do that first step of reflect, because we have to get clear. We have to get clear. And then our strategy, then we can implement our plan of putting together a target company list that is built with companies that we would want to work at, that we are interested in. And then from there, taking it to the next level to connect with those hiring managers that are there. Remember, when you have proven strategies to rely upon, you will take more action. You'll get results quickly. Having a process, and that's what I bring to the table, is my process works for my clients. So having things to fall back on, those are all part of your plan. Oops, sorry, I have a typo. I just spotted it. We threw this together pretty quickly, so please excuse my typo. I wanted to remind you, though, why you showed up today. And you're trying to figure out, you're trying to land that next role, and you want to land it as soon as possible. Okay, I understand, because every week that goes by, especially if your job search is your full-time job right now, you are leaving money on the table every week that you don't have a new role. And that's very, very stressful, in addition to being exhausting when you're applying to all these jobs and you're not hearing back, and you're like, what is it that I'm not doing? What is it that I'm not getting? Which can be very, very frustrating. And I want you to also maintain your energy too. And I know that you want to get back to work. Getting back to work is really important to you. You're really good at what you do. And in your heart that you're meant to succeed. So yeah. But, and by the way, since this is only like 20 minutes long, I will be wrapping it up in the next 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I do have something for you. I have a bonus, and then I also have a gift for you. Okay, so hang with me. We're coming down the last 5 minutes, but because this is so short, I want to give you a way to continue your learning with this and to continue, making improvement so you do reach your goal. I really do want you to reach your goal. So remember, you always have, in my view, at least 2 choices, if not more, okay? But if we boil it down, there's the hard way, which is doing nothing and just trial and error and like kind of figuring it out on your own. And if you're patient, that's a good thing. But then again, you should be patient, but at the same time, remember that time is money. All right. How do you want to spend your time? And you could be getting a really good return on your money and on your investment when you invest in yourself. Every time I've invested in myself, I've made sure that I've gotten a great return on my investment. So that's something for you to consider. And then the other option versus the hard way is the easy way to take new action. Yes, it can be uncomfortable, but it will get you to where you want to go. And the more you take that uncomfortable action, the less uncomfortable it becomes. It'll feel more natural, and you'll be pushing yourself. And the easier way is the route to go. If you're ready to get things done now, and especially if you're impatient like I am. So anyway, just definitely wanted to share that with you. Also, just to kind of wrap up, because I wanted to make sure I summarized for you, and because I had in my posts and promoting this, I had said that, you need to know what you must do before updating your resume and your profile. And that's what I started off with. That was reflect. So you must be clear on your brand and how you want to use it. Otherwise, you need to do those things before updating your resume or your profile. Otherwise, you're wasting your time, period. And don't call it a job search anymore. It is your career transition project, okay, or a transition project. You're working on it. You are choosing it. You are in the driver's seat, okay? So you need to have that in your mind, okay? And you are marketing yourself. It's a marketing and sales campaign. So that is a crucial part of it, okay? And to cultivate your connections while you're currently employed, always think about, especially, who are those hiring managers that you would want to connect with, okay? And also to building connections that can help you in, having those hiring managers in your connections. That's very important as well. And LinkedIn is a wonderful tool. I mean, LinkedIn will give you the visibility to those hiring managers. It will definitely give you the visibility to them. So, and my tool for you, or my bonus for you, is to help you, kickstart things. Start commenting on posts in LinkedIn, okay? Don't be a lurker. Don't be in the shadows. Start commenting on posts, okay? So make sure that you're following the posts that you want to, following the people that you want to follow. I invite you to follow me. I would be delighted if you would do so. And then comment with a question. Comment with a thoughtful question, because you're helping to get the conversation going and to get more information. Questions are good, okay? So I want to encourage you to do those things. All right, so if you are ready to go fast, I have a gift for you. So I've opened up some slots on my calendar. I have very limited availability. However, I will give you a free LinkedIn audit and a career strategy session. And this is one-on-one time that you get with me. So you can either connect with me here on LinkedIn and we can get that scheduled for you. The easiest thing too is if you go to my website, and right at the very top, you can book a call with me. So that's super easy. and this is my website for you. Okay. I meant to have the diagram of my program for you guys to show you as I was walking through, but that was the one slide I missed. So thanks for your patience with that. So, but wanted to give you all those things. And then if you have any questions, definitely put them in the comments to this, because we will get back to you. We didn't have enough time. It's just such a short training. There's no time for Q&A, but just wanted you to be aware of this. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And check out my newsletter again from a couple days ago, because that has the actual details of this. So you have it and you can digest it. You can also review this, but really take me up on that free gift. Okay. Because if you're ready to go fast, you get my one-on-one time in a LinkedIn audit and a career strategy call. And it's all focused just on you. And that way we can help you find a position without doing a job search, because we know doing a job search is like getting a root canal done, right? Nobody wants that. So anyway, all right, have a great weekend. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you later. Bye.